My name is Ollie Gargan and I'm a photographer based in Bailieborough here in Cavan. I got into photography in about 2012, 2011. I always had an interest in it beforehand, even before I kind of got into it, but I just wanted to bite the bullet and I purchased myself a little bridge camera at the time, and I used to just go out locally, different scenes, the lakes. I then upgraded as well. I bought myself DSLR Nikon as well. I think that was around 2014, and that really kind of just ramped up kind of how much I really enjoyed it at the time. In 2016 to 2018, I done a multimedia course in Cavan Institute. I really wanted to get into video editing, a bit of graphic design, something creative. You know, I always kind of wanted to go do something down that line, and was kind of implementing that with, you know, you always had an eye, you were looking out for different shots and you could bring that into the video side of it. I also really enjoy the editing side, so I have lots of different software and programs, just kind of really just pinpointing it, maybe getting a bit more expertise on that side as well. I just think it's good just to switch off, you know, like you work your 9 to 5. I just like to just grab the camera, pack the bag, put the headphones in, you know, off I go. A lot of the time now it's kind of spur of the moment thing. I can just decide, you know, I'll go off here for a couple of hours, but other times all week I'll get the idea in my head, you know, I'd like to visit such a place. Kind of the person when I get an idea in my head, it doesn't go, you know, I want to go and I want to do it. And especially when lockdown came in, you know, in 2020, just you take your hometown, you take your local area for granted. You couldn't go any further than 5 kilometres. It really just helped during them times as well. And I probably took some of my favourite shots in 2020 and 2021 during lockdown originally. It's good for your mental health, it's good exercise, it's good social skills as well. I'd be in a Breffni Photography Club. We meet in Virginia every fortnight. I would probably be a member 7-8 years now. Cater to all levels. We'd have beginners, intermediates, advanced. We do different workshops, we get guest speakers, different competitions. It's nice. We do different outings throughout the year as well. I do like the group, you know, interaction as well, but a lot of the time I do like kind of going off my own. You know, it's not, I wouldn't say I'm alone, but you know, I like that peacefulness, that kind of time to yourself at times. So I don't think I pinpoint or stick to one kind of style of photography or genre. Yeah, obviously I love landscapes, showing your local area. I love urbex, which would be photography in abandoned buildings also. I would kind of tap into, you know, the mental health side of things, you know, especially for men, in fact, you know, and it's important, I'd say, that, you know, how you are feeling. And I always think that if someone can look at a picture of mine and look at the emotions and look at the feelings and think, you know what, I felt like that, and you know, and maybe might get someone else to talk, and you know, and I think you're a voice for other people that sometimes just can't speak, or so I think that's important too. You know, I think everyone has a creative side. They mightn't know what it is. Like saying, if an artist puts paint to a canvas, a writer puts his words, you know, I think a photographer has that power to visualise not just what I'm feeling, but what other people are feeling at the time. I think sometimes it's just you hold yourself back and you think, maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe someone won't like it. But I just find lately I'm just thinking, well, if I like it, you know, that's the most important thing. Like when I go to a new play or a new scene, I always just take my time originally. I look around and I like to see what I want to photograph, and then I take the camera out, and it just gives yourself a bit more time. Get familiar with your camera, get familiar with your scene as well. I'd done a few local courses at the time as well, and a few online things that kind of built up a bit of confidence in it. Like that, I just don't think, hold yourself back and just go for it. Facebook, social media is a great way just to reach out for people as well. No one starts off as a professional, you know, everyone kind of has to start off somewhere. Sometimes it's the simplest shot. And there was a shot here I set up at my favourite pub where a gentleman came in and he ordered a pint of Guinness and he went out for a cigarette and he left his hat and his walking stick on the bar, and it was just that instant moment. I thought, that's an amazing shot. So I went inside, grabbed my camera, went around the other side of the bar, and I took it, and it was one shot, and I put it into black and white, and I called it The Portrait of a Gentleman. They've won so many competitions and published in different magazines, and it was just a spur of the moment shot like that. I do enter quite a lot of photography competitions and different contests, and I do win quite a lot of them at times. It's good confidence, I'm not gonna lie. Wikipedia runs Wiki Loves Monuments every year for local monuments and historical sites as well. So last year I got second place in it, and I think in 2019 I had first place, but every year, I think for the past 5 or 6 years, I've had a top 10 place in image, and they go on to represent Ireland in the international rounds. I'd love to even get into like the printing side of it. I think like people love seeing the prints, because last year I done 30 limited edition, and a member in the club with us, Jim, does mounts. Do you know mounts? So I got my own stuff printed, but he gave me the mounts and the backing board, and I mounted and I backed 30 of them. Limited edition printed off Bailieborough, local scene. They were gone in about 5 or 6 hours.